Blessed day, guys, and peace be upon you this morning. So in this video, we are going to learn how to secure all unused ports in a switch. Okay, all unused ports in a Cisco switch. So before we get deep into this, let's ask ourselves, why would we want to secure unused ports in a switch? So let's take this scenario. There are certain ports in a switch that are stay idle and they are not in use. An attacker comes with their computer, plug into their to those unused ports, and maybe they can compromise our network. So to prevent that kind of scenario, we need to secure all those unused ports in a switch to maximize the network security. Okay, all right, so I'll open Google spreadsheet and let you know that today we are in number 9, all secure all unused ports in a switch, okay, in a Cisco switch, right? All right, and as my culture, you can see I always highlight the steps that we follow to achieve this objective, I mean. Okay, all right, securing all unused ports in a switch. Step 1, we draw the necessary topology, we decorate and comment. Okay, so this is a simple topology that I drew to help us learn how to secure all unused ports in a switch. You can see we have 2 switches connected point to point using 3 links. Okay, and on each switch we have 3 departments or 3 VLANs, 10, 20, 30, right? And each VLAN, you can see it has a specific background and a comment. For example, on this side, VLAN 30, 20, 20, 10, 10. Okay, and for testing purpose, for security testing purpose, we add an attacker with VLAN 999. Okay, attacker on this side also with VLAN 999, the hacker, right? Okay, so let's go get deep. And before we get deep, guys, kindly draw this topology and make sure that it's similar to mine, right? Okay, all right, so I'll open the configured also. Then second step is to create valid VLANs and name them. After drawing the necessary topology, decorating and commenting, we need to create valid VLANs and name them. So guys, I did a little bit of guide also here. You can see, for example, ports. You know, I was intentionally allocating ports to respective VLANs or trunk. For example, from port 1 to port 3, FA1 to 3 should be trunk. From FA4 to 6 should be VLAN 10 in both switches. From FA7 to 9, VLAN 20 in both switches. From FA10 to 12 should be VLAN 30 in both switches. And finally, from FA13 to 24 and gig 1 to 2 should be VLAN 99. Okay, so FA13 to 24 and gig 1 to 2 are unused port, because if you hover this switch here, you will see that from FA1 to 12, this link status on the link column, you can see it's up. Okay, now from FA13 to 24 and gig 01 to gig 02, you can see all of them are down. Okay, so those are the unused ports that we want to secure. Okay, we want to prevent attacker from accessing them and compromising our network. Okay, all right, so those are the unused ports that we're going to send to VLAN 999. Okay, all right, so let's do step 2, which is to create valid VLANs and naming them. So how many VLANs do we have? We have how many VLANs? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 VLANs per switch. Okay, all right, so we go to CLI, enable config T. How do we create VLAN? Very simple, just write a command VLAN, then VLAN 10, then you name it IT. Exit, you create another VLAN 20, then you name it let's say HR. Exit, then you create another VLAN, let's say VLAN 30, and you name it, let's say fin. I want to name it capital. Okay, exit. All right, okay, so I go to this switch also and create similar VLANs, VLAN 30, VLAN 10 to VLAN 30, very fast to save time. Okay, all right. Okay, so I've done the VLAN creation on both the switches, okay, and naming them. So step 2 is done. Create the valid VLANs and name them. Okay, so we go to step 3. Create black hole or fake VLAN and name it. So it's this black hole or fake VLAN that you're going to assign to unused ports. Okay, the fake VLAN or the black hole. Okay, all right. So we need to create the black hole VLAN and name it in both switches. Okay, so the black hole VLAN is VLAN 999. Okay, all right. So we go here and say VLAN 11999. Then we name it as black hole. Okay, then we go to the other switch and do the same. Okay, so if I can just say do show VLAN, you can see how many VLANs did we create? 4 VLANs. Okay, and as per now you cannot see they have not been assigned ports. Okay, you can see under ports there's nothing here. Okay, all right, because all the ports are still belonging to the default VLAN, which is VLAN 1. Okay, all right, so let's go to the second step. Identify all usable ports and assign them respective valid VLANs. So that's where we get to this guide here. All usable ports and assign them valid VLANs. So how are we going to identify all valid ports? So for example, FA4 to 6 should be VLAN 10, 7 to 9 VLAN 20, and 10 to 12 to be VLAN 30. Those are valid VLANs assigned to usable ports. So these ports are from FA4 to FA12, both on this side and this side, and the trunk will take from FA1 to FA3. Okay, all right, so I go to this switch and I say interface range, interface range. I put it somewhere here. Yes, FA4 FA0/4 to 6. Okay, switchport mode, make them access ports. Switchport mode to be access, then switchport to access VLAN 10 as explained here. Okay, all right, so we exit, then we go to FA7 to 9. Okay, then interface range FA0/7 to 9. Switchport mode access, then make them access VLAN 20. Exit. Then we go finally to FA10 to 12. Interface range FA0/10 to 12 to 12. Okay, then switchport mode access, then switchport access VLAN 30. Okay, exit. So we do the same on this switch very fast to save time. Okay, all right, so okay, so I've done assigning ports VLAN numbers in both switches. Okay, all right, so we've done according to this guide here. Okay, all right, so we go back to the config guide and we are done with step 4. Okay, so let's do step 5, which is to identify all unused ports and assign them the black hole VLAN and also shut them down. Okay, so we need to identify all unused ports in the switches, assign them the black hole VLAN, and shut down all of them. How do you identify unused ports? Just hover over the switch and you will see which ports are down under the link column. Okay, all right, I think you can see them. You can see from FA0/13 to FA0/24, then from gig 01 and gig 02 are down. So that's the ports. Those are the main concern of today's class. Those are the ports that we're going to secure. Okay, how do we secure them? Just go to those ports. So it's interface range FA0/13 to 24. Okay, first, then you put comma gig 0/1 to 2. Okay, this will apply to from 13 to 24 and also from gig 01 to gig 02. Okay, all right. The range tells that we're going to apply the same parameters to all of these interfaces. Okay, and we hit enter. The configure, it says we need to identify them, assign them the black hole VLAN, and shut down all of them. So let's assign them the black hole VLAN. How do we assign them black hole VLAN? We just say switchport mode access first. Okay, then switchport access VLAN 999. Then what do? We shut down all of them. Okay, we administratively shut down all of them. Shut down, and we hit enter and we exit. Let's do the same on this switch here. All unused ports on this switch, you can see if I hover over it, it's the same like on the first switch. Okay, all right. So I just say interface range FA0/13 to 24, then gig 0/1 to 2, switchport mode access, then switchport mode to be access, then switchport access VLAN 999. And what do? We shut down all of them for security purpose. Administratively shut down all of them. You can, if I hover over them, you can now see they are down with the VLAN number 999. Okay, and if I can now say do show VLAN, let me just show you. You can see VLAN 10 has taken this, VLAN 20 this, VLAN 30, which is for finance, this, and finally for the black hole VLAN has taken all other unused ports. You can see all of them here. Okay, and for default VLAN, it still has FA01 to 3 because we've not done the anything on that. We are going to do trunk on those. So let's go back to config guide and see what's next. Identify and configure trunk links, then deny the black hole VLAN through it. Very interesting. Number 6, identify and configure trunk links, then deny the black hole VLAN through it for security purpose. Very important, guys. This is a very part of security, very important part of security. How do we identify trunk link? Any link connecting link switch to switch should be trunk. So you can see this guide here, trunk will be FA1 to 3. So I just go here and say interface range FA0/1 to 3, switchport mode to be trunk. Very simple, and we hit enter. Then we've been told I deny the black hole VLAN through it. So how do we deny the black hole VLAN through it? We just say switchport trunk allowed VLAN except for the black hole. The black hole VLAN was 999, and you hit enter and exit. We are done on that switch. Let's come back to this switch and configure trunk. Exit. Now to show interface trunk. You can see all the VLANs are allowed through the trunk interface except 999. VLANs allowed on trunk. You can see it's from 1 to 998, then it's skipping 9999, then it's coming to 1000 to 105. Okay, Alright, so let's go back to configure, display trunk information. I've just done that. Now number 8, try to connect ACA PCs to any unused port. So this was the point of discussion. So I'm just going to take a cable and choose copper straight through, plug into the ACA PC, come to switch and put it on any link here. Okay, for example this one, you can see this, it's in shutdown state because we configured it to have the black hole VLAN, then we shut down all of them. The same case apply here. Connected to any port, even this gig 01, you can see it's shut down. Okay, this is for security purpose, meaning this computer will not be able to access our network because this port has been blocked. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will go back to our Google spreadsheet and mark that as done. So we've done securing all unused ports on a switch. Okay, all right, so thank you so much guys, and I believe this video has really helped you know how to configure how to secure all unused ports in a Cisco switch. And suppose you have any doubt, you have any comment, please let me know on the comment section. Like this video, share with friends, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and let's see you again in the next class. Bye.